everyone. Welcome to our live. So like I was saying, Joel had to take a leave. He had to take a break from all this because he was having a wedding, and now he's back. So now that he's back, I have decided to bring them both here so that we can also see the bride. Yeah, but I'll let them introduce themselves. No, you introduce her.
Yes.
Okay, hi everyone. This is Joel's Inspirations, and thank you for watching. And now that we are back, and when we were invited for the after the wedding real life talk show by Minister Sylvia, now here I am with my family. Here is Mrs. Carol, who is my wife.
Mrs. Joel.
Let me say Mrs. Joel.
Yes.
Who is my wife.
Okay.
And she's called CAROLS.
Yes, hi everyone. My name is Carol Sauma, or you can call me Mrs. Joel now. I'm the wife of Mr. Joel.
Have you seen the ring? The ring.
The ring.
Yes. That is actually the landmark. That is what we wanted. So I have a few questions for them that I want to ask you guys. I think the more you answer those questions, maybe they may help someone else there who is also where you have been or where you have come from. But before I ask you any other question, let me ask you, where did the two of you meet, or how did you guys meet?
Okay. I just want to say, before I say that, to any man outside there, meeting a lady face to face does not guarantee one to get married. As how we met, it happened that my sister knew the family of Carol, but when she heard that I wanted to get married, then she told me, hey, look here, there is a lady here.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
So then I took
want a sister now.
Then I took like 1 year.
Oh.
1 year. I did not know everything about her, and I took like 1 year.
Before you ever talked to her?
Before I ever talked to her.
What were you thinking?
Actually, I was going for the lady because now I'm the lady that I myself want to choose. Because I had a tendency that there's any simple mistake, I drop you off. So I had to drop them off. I go to another one and drop
this
off.
1 year you are still dropping off people?
Yes. So what happened was, by that time, in fact, before I dropped like 3 to 4 ladies.
Have you ever told her?
She is aware, because what happened was, I don't know how to say to date many ladies. I talk with the lady, then I go to the point, because by that time I wanted marriage.
Oh yeah.
So I tell that lady I want to marry.
Oh.
Can we talk about it? Then we talk the process of it. I considered myself my home. I considered my ministry.
Okay.
So when I realized this lady is not going to make me build a home and build the ministry, there is when I drop. Then before we go far.
Oh.
So, and even most people blamed me for that. They told me now you need to be having at least 3 ladies, out of them you choose. I said
because they are going to fight.
Yeah.
So you met her through your sister.
So I met her through my sister. Then my sister refused to give me her number for all those time.
What attracted you to her?
No, what attracted me to her now is that now I've dropped this lady. Then I said, now there is this lady.
Alikuwa option. Joel.
Not option.
Oh.
I said, now there is this lady whom I've been checking spiritually. Mind you, the other ones have not been checking spiritual mapping. I had not been doing spiritual mapping, but I was doing spiritual mapping.
So at that time you had felt you were okay with her?
Yeah, I'm okay with her, but what made me not to approach her even as early to be among the people who I was dropping, they refused to give me their number, and that's perhaps is what helped.
But Joel, you had seen her. Why wouldn't you just ask her for the number?
Actually, I had not seen her.
And how are you mapping her spiritually when you had not seen her?
You see, like me, even those other ladies that I dropped, I used to see them
spiritually
in dream. So I see them, how they are packaged, how even the thing that they are going to tell me the next when I call.
You already know.
I already know.
So I want to
that's
ask
why
you.
dropping them were not a problem to me, because I already know. So I just only doing, let me do it so that I may not be blamed.
Had you seen him before this 1 year? You didn't know there was someone looking at you somewhere?
I just heard about him, but physically
You had never seen him?
Yeah, I had not seen him before.
What did you hear about him?
About him, not that much, but according to her sister, she just introduced him that I have a brother, and so on and so forth. So I did my own investigations, like I was following him
on Facebook.
Yeah. To see the kind of person.
And you found he was a good person.
Yeah.
Did you feel attracted to him?
Yeah, because on his page he was talking mostly about God.
So that is what attracted you to him.
Yeah.
And you had studied her spiritually, so that one also attracted you to her.
Yeah.
There was no physical attraction.
In fact, there were no physical attraction.
Yeah, because you had not seen her.
But the day I was given the number, when I called her, she knew that I'd seen her. Until she was telling me, come to this place we meet, I see you. But by that time I'm in Nairobi, she's in up country.
Oh wow.
So which means I downloaded a lot of her. So when I was talking to her, I was talking to her like a familiar person.
It's like you already know her. What was your first thought? Like what came to your mind when you first saw him? Forget about Facebook. Now you meet him physically. What is the first thing that came to your mind?
The first thing that came to my mind when I first saw him. Okay, I'm sorry to say that I was doing comparison on Facebook. So the person I saw in Facebook was the real one. From the first sight, I think he was genuine. So, in this Facebook thing, somebody can use someone's photos.
Yeah.
So, I really thanked God that
what you ordered is what you got.
And
you, what came to your mind when you first saw her?
I asked myself, will she manage Joel?
Wow. Kwani Joel, who are you? For you to say, will she manage me? That means you must be a big pack that you are thinking.
No, why I said that, during the process of reaching to the point that I'm going to her, there was a lady that had left Nairobi and I went to see at home. So when I went to see that lady at home, coming back to Nairobi, that's how our discussion was ended. You see? So now, I was with that mind, will she now manage? Because that lady saw me, but on Facebook she was pleased with me.
But physically
she was not. Because she found me when I was eagerly and I was really down. And like now you can see it a little bit nimeongezeka.
You have just started.
Yeah. So when she saw what was in the Facebook and the physical one, so now I was saying, will she also be like the other? Or will she be able to manage?
So you had fear that will she accept?
Yeah.
Who said I love you first? Why are you looking at each other? Who said?
Whose question is that kind?
All of you.
Joy.
Oh wow.
I told her I love you even before, even
meeting physically.
Yes. Because I'd known her spiritually.
By the time when you were contented, you realized you want her, so you just told her. Wow. Did you have any fear that you will meet a different person from what you were already picturing?
Actually, I was not having fear at all, but I can add like this. When she was to come, because she was in up country, then my sister was telling me, you hear this slogan, Kukula Fair?
Yeah.
So that day, my sister now wanted me to diarrhea. But me, I knew because I had seen only that. I never told my sister I've known this lady even more than you know. So when she was doing all that, I just say it's okay.
Every man out there, find yourself a sister. Because if you get yourself a sister, you find yourself a wife. Joy, you are so lucky to have a sister. Now you should find something. Actually, even buy your sister a cow. See, because of your sister now. Look
When
things.
times come.
Hey, you have to appreciate her. So what was your first date? Ama you never took her on a date.
You see, with me, I can't say
Where
that
was it?
I've ever taken her in a date. But what I can call as a date that we had is when we went for a retreat.
Oh.
It was a church retreat.
Wow.
It was Machakos.
Hey.
And it was 2 days. 2 days in Nairobi.
You went with her?
I went with her. And I made sure I paid for her.
Wow.
We went and we enjoyed, then we come back. And that's the first day that the bishop who made us, who officiated the marriage. Yeah, that's the first day he saw her.
Oh. And that was the first time you guys were like spending time together. So after the retreat, you paid the fare, she went back home.
No, she stayed in Nairobi.
Oh, she has a family here.
No, I made sure that she stayed with another sister of mine. Because now I had talked with the bishop about the marriage. And in fact, when she came now, she came because of the processes of marriage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So when she came, in the next 2 days, we were to go for a retreat. I made sure we went with her.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. You are okay with him? You know, he has said like he's a man who will go straight to the point, I want marriage.
Yeah.
And you are okay, you are ready for it also.
Yeah.
You
I
didn't
guess
feel like, I'm ready.
No, I was ready. I can say that I was ready.
Oh.
And that's why I am ready.
Yeah, again to add, you know, to me that thing was going to be like a shock to her because we had not dated.
Yeah, sure.
You know, most people tend to date first.
Yeah, dating first.
Is when they propose.
Yeah.
Me, I proposed through a phone.
So you dated
the
her.
First day of talking.
You dated her spiritually. You know, dating is a process of knowing someone. Actually, the reason we date first is because you want to understand the person you are getting into marriage with. So you are dating her spiritually. And then you just met her and you're like, I'm ready. I've finished dating you, let's get married.
In fact, even the church was scared with my idea.
I have stopped being scared of you because this man does things like an, I don't know, like a what? Like a spirit. If you're not used to him, you'll be scared by his decisions. But yeah, I understand that. I want to ask you a question. And they were not here. When was your first kiss?
What we can say is this, you know, after our dating, because the church also said that we should not see each other and stay together.
Yeah, that is.
So this, you will see even in the video, it was like and even coming down because they said at the wedding that now you may kiss the
kiss
bride.
the bride, yes.
And I was like, wow, in front of my
Everyone
mother,
is there.
in front of my mother-in-law,
there.
in front of my
Your congregation.
So I took time until the bishop who was officiating the marriage started singing, and
To
now
give
that's
you
what
courage.
gives me courage. Then I said, come here.
Were you scared also?
Yeah, I was.
But you were waiting for that moment.
Being kissed in front of everyone is not a joke.
It's not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Kumbe, it's that hard. Me, you know, I normally see people, you may now kiss the bride. Oh, people are already on each other. And I think it's just an easy process.
In fact,
Kumbe, it is
in fact, after
anxiety.
the song, sorry to cut you short. After the song, there's something which blinded me. I never see anybody, only her. Even the bishop I was not seeing.
So
That's what gave me the courage now.
Oh, that song had some kind of trick like medication. It was trying to give you the courage. How was your dating life? Did you enjoy your dating life? How long did you guys date before marriage?
In fact, what happened was, now she has come to Nairobi. Because, initially, my thought or my way of doing when I approached her by October, I was to marry her by November.
Immediately.
Joel, you had okay, but you wanted to do a wedding, so you already had everything planned.
Now, I wanted to do the bishop to just to pray for us. Then the wedding will come,
later.
just to bless the marriage. Then we went through several conversations. Then I said, if this is the will of God, let it be. So, and that the prayer I prayed, even when we were facing the challenges during our wedding, during our dating, wedding preparation, I tell God, remember my mind was to marry, only prayer is what I needed. The blessing. But what now your servant, because you cannot come to talk to us by yourself, you talk to us through your servant. You said it, let it happen. Yes.
And it happened.
It happened. But we dated. After that, we decided now from October take it to December. From November take it to December. From December I took it to January. Then after that I took it to April. Then I decided no, there's no any postponement now. What I'm going to do, I want to decide on a date.
And that's it.
That's it. Then I said August.
And you had faith like in August it's gonna happen.
Whether what it has to happen, I will not postpone that.
So when you guys were still dating, how were you doing your dating? You guys were just talking on phone?
Actually, let her talk, but it was very hectic.
How?
It was very hectic in this manner. When we were dating, we started dating. Immediately we started dating. That's the immediate time preparation for the wedding was happening.
Carol. Okay, I know. I love you. You are a strong woman. Because we start dating and you tell me already we have started preparing our wedding.
That's it. Because we started dating when she has come in Nairobi. And coming to Nairobi is engagement, because she came in Nairobi February. By March, we are engaged. And we were getting...
You guys are giving me some vibes of like, me one day unenda tunakata unakula. Okay. You enjoyed your dating. You said it was hectic. Did you say it like that too?
I don't know how to say it, but when we were first communicating, okay, I came to see him in his house. So I didn't plan for any wedding thing. We didn't have it in our minds. I'm taking you back, sorry. So in my mind, I thought that, okay, there's no wedding, let's just be prayed for by the pastor, then start our lives. So when I came back home, I called and told me that his pastor insisted that he had to do a wedding. So from there, when I already come to him, then went back home, now is when I knew that, okay, here's the wedding. So dating thing, I can't say much about dating
because you guys didn't have enough to date. But you're okay with it.
I was okay with it.
So at what point? Why are you laughing?
let me ask you and the viewers. Then what is dating? You know why I wanted to marry the first time without dating? I really hated dating.
Usigongewe. Asimulango.
In fact, because I had this mind, Adam never date.
Also you are Adaming.
Yeah, I was having the Adamic problem.
You are like, God, I sleep, I wake up and find a wife here.
Yes.
I don't want any other stories.
Yes.
Okay, that's still okay. At what point, Carol, did you look at him and say, okay, he's the one?
Okay, first and foremost, as I said earlier, it was how can I say it? Okay, the first time I saw his picture, I thought that he was a pastor because in most of his posts, I saw that he was like preaching.
He's
like,
a teacher.
Yeah. I came to know that later. So by seeing those posts, I said, okay, now he's the right man.
Oh, you wanted a pastor?
Not really a pastor, but a person near to God.
A minister?
Yeah.
Okay.
I felt safe with someone like that.
Mark Zuckerberg. You should look for me. I have a gift for you because look at you. You know now, because you saw his post and how he was teaching, how he was doing his thing, you just said, this is the one.
Yeah.
And you?
Me, when now I'd cancelled the issues of those other ladies.
Oh wow.
I said, now this is the lady.
That you
Whether mountain, valleys, rainy, this is the lady. But one thing I had to agree with her. You have to accept that you will be having the teachability index. Because there are a lot of things I'd seen in her life that were not going with me. So she had to accept what I wanted, my lady, that I will check first in the dating if a lady has. And if she doesn't have, like her, for example, she has to be somebody who can be taught. That I wanted, I fix in her. And
so to just say it in simple terms, you only loved Carol. Because if you say what I wanted in a lady, she had to have it. And if she doesn't have it, I will teach her. The rest of the ladies you found, they also didn't have it. But you said you just dropped them. How would washukisha too? You decided this one is the one you will teach. So this one was the one for you.
Yes.
Wow. So how long did it take you to say yes? Wait. I know there is that first proposal of you be my girlfriend, right? You did that.
No.
You went straight to the point.
Yeah.
In fact,
and you said yes on the spot.
But that is what attracted to me. You know, okay, he came to the point, told me that this is what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like the kind of person he was.
Not even a call, through a message. Yes.
And she also replied through the message.
Okay. At times, I was being silent. I was just wondering, what kind of person is this?
Yeah.
So like venye amesema alikuwa anasema ati ukinyamaza sana ni kama unambut. So he was like, na kuna siku nilienda meeting, so nikanyamaza, akaniambia mbona umenyamaza? He wrote a big, how can I describe it? A long message.
You say he wrote a whole book. A whole how is it called? Biography.
Yeah. So no, I had to read all of it, then I understood it. So after reading the whole message, then I told him that let's give it a try.
Yeah, that's what you said?
Yeah.
You see, when I approached her, it was through a text. We were chatting. Then I told her, you see, what I want is marriage. I don't want a relationship that we do this, we do this. I want somebody who is ready to be married. And she was like, have you seen me? Have you known me?
Any other lady will ask the same.
Then I like telling her, see, you are here, you are there, you are doing this. Then she was like, come, we meet, I see you, I've not seen you. Then I told her, actually, I'm not even within your area, but I've known it. Where I am in Nairobi, you are lying. How comes you can describe everything about me, yet you have never... Have you ever seen me? No. So then now what now came is, when now I told her about marriage, on the second day or the same day, That's the same day, but at a different hour. Then she told me she was in a meeting. But me, when I decide, I don't take a no or any wait for an answer.
Wow.
So then I realized that I told her, is this a way of trying to tell me, no. You see, we cannot. Then I told her, okay, sorry. This is what I want. I wanted marriage. I never want to use you. I only wanted somebody. If we start by today, even 1 month will not end before I marry you. To know how serious I am. Then she was like, because she told me she was in a meeting. I doubted that meeting.
Oh, you thought like it was saying no without saying no.
Bye.
So to me, then I realized, because those are what also made me to drop the other lady. Because when I told them this is what I want and it is this,
they start
so she
finding excuses.
She came back with a genuine reason. Clear answer.
Wow.
It's okay. Then I realized she was really in a meeting. Then we started from there.
Okay. Is there anything that he does that you just feel, oh God, thank you for giving me this man?
Anything that he does.
Yeah, just that one thing he does like this, and you feel you are so excited to have him as a husband.
Apart from being a person near to God, I mean a minister, he's funny.
Yeah, and by the way,
he's always
Joel
funny.
will make you laugh. Even from just the talking. Also, you love the fact that he's funny.
Yeah.
And you?
You see, what I liked about him, mostly her calmness.
No.
Her calmness, even when she does something, she will not tell you she does a wrong thing, but you will realize she does a wrong thing by her calmness.
So I also have a question about calmness. It has come to my attention that men don't like women who talk, who are vocal or something. They want ladies who are calm.
You know,
Is that what you mean?
with me, it's on a difference. You know, like the lady that I went to see, she came and remained calm. And that's what, in fact, she never did anything wrong to me. I never did anything wrong to her. But she just decided to keep quiet. So her calmness, I mean that like when she does something wrong or I do something wrong, you will see her come back to herself and like she's lonely.
It's not like she will come up and
She will come up, doing or she will come up to quarrel you. It's not like that.
okay.
When she comes up to quarrels you, know that thing she's quarreling you about or talking with you about is not something that is today.
Oh, you
It's not something of today.
Yeah. You also know yourself. So that one lesson you can tell you learn when you're dating. Let's start with her, ladies first. Did you learn anything like that you can also tell viewers? No.
Okay, one thing I learned from this dating thing, it's not just a matter of meeting someone physically, get to know each other. I think closeness to God matters, character also matters. Then just kind of agreement. You just agree, then you set goals, and you work on it to achieve it
Together.
Yeah, that's all.
Because the two of you are now one.
Yeah.
Okay, and you?
So to me, what I need is this, to tell people about dating. When we started now dating, we realized that dating is very important. It's very important.
But you just said you hate
I hate it, but it is very important. You know, most people use dating for different motives.
Yeah.
Because my pastor used to tell me this, Reverend Aswan, Joel uko na mbio sana.
Yeah, you can say that too.
He used to tell me,
Reverend, you can repeat that again. It's true.
and he told me, Joel, if you want to go alone, go with your timelines. But if you want to go with us, give us a date and allowance, then leave us. You be the conductor. Leave me to drive this.
Yeah.
You really drive.
So you learned.
Yeah. So what now I can say again, if you decide to date somebody, dating does not mean you find a mistake in that person, then you drop that person. That's not dating to me.
Okay.
Dating to me is you date that person. When you find what you can't go with in that, can you find an amicable way of solving this or making this person to be the person you want?
Okay.
That's what.
That doesn't mean that you are trying to change them.
Now, yes.
Okay.
Because in the life, our life today, what I can say is we do this thing like we get close to a lady, then we know, oh, this lady, because that day when I met her, for example, I met her with a full dress. The day she comes with a short dress, then you find she has some wound.
So
I leave the lady because of the mark.
Because of the mark.
Then you are losing it.
Wow.
So when
So take your time and dating is important. Yeah, I love that. Let's come now to the wedding preparation.
Yes.
Which is actually the part I really wanted to hear the most. Now you guys have finished your dating and you have decided, you know what, you want to settle together. And you've said, like you said, wedding was not in you. It's just something you were told in church, you know what, we can't do that, we did the wedding. So now you had to put yourself in the shoe that you had not bought, and it was a must you do it. Did it feel like, when you heard them telling you, did you even feel like giving up, like, I know, if it is a must, let me just leave it?
What I can tell you is, I told you, I ask myself, will she manage Joel? Joel is somebody who decides, but before he decides, he may appear to you as a confused man. But when he decides, he goes with that. So when I decide now it is a wedding, not that the church now is the one who forced me. I wanted this wedding issue.
You also wanted it?
I really wanted it. And what now made me, I'm sorry, I'm talking about the other gender too much. What made me now to leave them is that they were the one who was bringing. I'm the one who bring it, not
Joel
them.
Is the head.
So even as with Carol, I had a mind that a wedding, but I never had a mind will the church support me.
Oh.
So I went to the church because I wanted something that will not bother the church, because I was seeing our church had a lot of projects.
Yeah.
So now bringing a wedding,
you thought it was too much.
It's too much for the people. So when I realized this is too much for the people, I decided let me do it in a simple way. When now the bishop persuaded me on how to do a simple wedding, I went and talked with Carol. Let us do the simplest wedding ever. But it turned out like a very big wedding that I never knew. Even then, the church are still wondering.
Plans of God.
Yes. So that's how it was. The wedding was in me, but the fear of getting support, because when I was starting wedding, I had nothing. I had nothing. You have known my story. I had nothing, and like when I can talk of my salary by that time, which I was getting less than 10,000. 10,000. Will you go and my house rent by that time was like 55. Will you go convince people to do what?
Now it will be like the people are the one facilitating the wedding. You are just there.
You are just there.
Okay, yes. I get it. So for you, the wedding, you're okay with it?
I was okay with
Carol
it.
said she was also okay with it. I want to know something. At any point, did you ever feel like, am I going to settle down with this person? Let me start with you. I hear something of red flag. Did you ever see any red flag in him, first of all? Red was pink for you. Red was beautiful.
Just as he has said, he wants to be the head, which is not bad. Okay, he wants you to do whatever he instructs you to do.
Yeah.
And I was like, how will I manage? No, me too. I wanted someone who can at least we can talk to.
You agree together.
Yeah, we agree together.
Not him commanding.
So I was like, will I manage? No. But I just relaxed. I just hope that all will be well.
That was the only thing you saw in him, and you're like,
yeah.
hey.
Yeah, it was.
How did you go about it? You see something, you are afraid to go ahead with it, and you just relax. You know, marriage is for life.
Yeah.
And for life is very long.
The good thing with this man seated here next to me is that, okay, now when we were together, we sat down. Okay, I told him that hatuwezienda hivi. We have to talk.
Okay.
I have to give my reasons too. Then we sit together, we blend it. Yeah. So he understood me. Yeah, so at times we discuss something together. Like, now I felt like, okay.
Joyce is used to doing things alone.
Yeah.
And also there is that ego, natural ego in every man, you know, in a man naturally, that he is the leader. So he forgot that he's now having someone else.
Yeah, a partner.
And he wanted to continue living like the way he was living. There is no singleness in marriage. You have now to leave everything and now focus on your. Is there anything you saw in her and you're like,
You see, what I can say is, when we do say that now we want to go together, and I only give her only simple things. Will you be taught? Accept it, change it, do it.
and remember, you also will have to be teachable as a man. Yeah, it goes both ways.
That's, yeah. So remember, I said to you that will she manage? Because Joel will see something which is going to happen like
in future.
In future, even 2-3 days.
Yeah.
So here is where she was having problem. Because she may think that I'm taking her first, but to me, I'd seen that if I don't do that, take her first, or if I don't give the direction, we are going to fail. So I used to insist that the direction I give has to be followed. You know, she came even before we met, because I used to tell her even things when she was at home. Even when I call her, when she was at home, when she's in a bad mood, I tell her everything.
You know she's in a bad mood.
And I tell her everything.
If Joel dares to travel abroad or anywhere, don't you dare. And I repeat, don't you dare. I'm helping you here. Now you have a man who is like a telescope. He can zoom and know what is going on far away from him. That is a good thing, you know. He's spiritually gifted. And you like that.
Yeah. At first, I was like,
you're scared.
Yeah. There's something I had not even told my mom, and he told me, and I had not even talked about it to him.
Like,
so I was like, who is this kind of person?
What am I marrying?
Yeah, but I just became used to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I can say, like a red flag, because she was really like, she was afraid of me.
She's meeting a stranger and she has to get used to slowly.
Yeah, and she was really afraid of me. Seriously.
Anyone else would be. Joel, even if let's say for example, she was the one now with that kind of gift, and you are like her, you don't have it. When she angekwambia kitu mara kwanza hata ungeshtuka. Sasa unani? It is a normal thing. It will happen to anyone, you know. So it is. I think you shouldn't see it as a red flag. You should see it as, you should understand it. It's normal. She's gonna, you know, get used to me slowly.
You know where it came like a red flag is in this place, because now I try to teach, to take through steps, because I've seen what is awaiting us. So she's like, no.
For her, she is still not getting
I have to but you know, I've seen, because she was afraid of me, I could not tell her I've seen it like this, she will become more afraid. So I try to use the mentality of man to make her think that I'm the one driving that. But even those things she was saying, in fact, at a point she came to say that I'm a dictator.
Yeah, because the
And
more you are
she told
trying to
even
make her
our
understand, the more you are destroying things. The more unaharibu, wewe unaharibu,
So-
unachoma.
So when I realized, because there was a day, I think, tulikosana vibaya sana. Just because of the season making. I decided we do this. And she was like, we were talking, she was like, no. But she cannot say no when we sit. But now the answer of the action has proved to me no.
Of course, you know, every woman has the inbuilt respect they have for their man. So that inbuilt respect ndio inafanya, she cannot tell you directly, but you know that to action. That is also how they act when they are angry. She will not tell you she's mad at you. So unaitisha maji unaambia unajua hakuko kuzuri. What you need to do is now sit her down and tell her, wait, are you okay? Before you bring a slap, don't do that. Okay, so your wedding preparation now, you started it. It was hectic, like you said. I could even see myself, your wedding is a lot. Yo, I even changed my mind. I don't want a wedding.
No, wedding is a beautiful thing.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
But you know, the way I saw you going through it, I was like, it is this too much. I thought it was a simple thing, like you just find the cake, find the gown, find the suit. Until I said, let people wed. I'm not wedding. I cannot go through this headache only for me to come and enjoy everything that I've taken all my energy to gather in a few hours. Because this wedding doesn't last even 24 hours. The wedding day is just a few hours. And you guys are done. And then you look back and you're like, Saimesha kwani? You know. But it's hectic. For me, I think it's hectic. But don't follow me. If you want to do your wedding, you go ahead and do your wedding. Everyone, we are different. Joel has said wedding is good. It is good. You also say it is good. So no, looking back, you don't regret.
Yeah.
You also.
I don't regret. In fact, I just see victory.
Was there anything on your wedding day that you are disappointed about?
My wedding day. Okay, time. Then the food.
The food. Okay. Watu wa chakula hamujafanya Carol vizuri.
Yeah. Kulikuwa na complaints after the wedding. So kuna nini kuiva vizuri. Siwataje for the sake of, but next time please, if you are the one in charge of food in her wedding, please take your time and make the food Eva. Stop what you did last time. Anyway, so food was a disappointment for you as well as time. Anything that was a disappointment?
No, Joel, according to Joel, Joel, if he plans that, or if he comes and talk with somebody, that the way we have seated is how we should sit. And when the action time reaches and we don't sit like that, that day always bad for Joel.
I know. So you came and found that the sitting arrangement was not what you...
So that's example. So you see, on the wedding day, very early in the morning,
we
were to go somewhere for an interview. Then this never paid. We had to do it another place without being told why.
So it is spoiled the rest of your day.
So that thing really made meaning. Have a bad day. Then again, on time management, I have a problem with the time management. So when we talk, it is by 7.
It should be 7.
It should be 7.
You want on time.
On time.
Not in time.
Not in time. So I pushed people. I really pushed them.
Mesh.
So I was just fighting for time. Yeah.
So for you, it was time and the disappointment of you wanted to do the interview in the morning and it didn't happen.
Yeah, we did the interview, but the greatest, the major disappointment is that as we planned, or as I was told, this is how we are going to do it. When it's come to action time, it doesn't happen. That's also all takes me.
But the rest of your day was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. You loved everything.
Yeah, but remember also the wedding itself. Even the photos you can only share within 1 week after that. And even if you share.
In short, what I say?
The wedding is a day.
It's a what? It's for a day.
For a day. So what happened, whichever thing happened in the wedding, leave it.
So, but you have to make sure you enjoy your day. This is what I normally know. Like when you're planning a wedding, no matter what you come to the venue and find, it has gone upside. Maybe you wanted color green and then the decor is purple. You just enjoy your day. Enjoy your day. It is not coming back again. It is just once. So enjoy your day. But everything was okay. The bridesmaids, the grooms, then everything was okay.
On my side, the maids were just okay. The problem came
on his side.
Yeah.
You see,
Joy will be fine. Because I know you.
You see, what I can tell you, the wedding, never look for somebody, like, I see people making like prayer partners. I'm a prayer team. In our wedding, we never had a prayer partner. In fact, if you had, is 1 or 2 who decided, and some who did secretly. Like in those whom we meet now, we are doing prayer part. This wedding was fun. We never had any prayer party. We never convened any prayer that we are going for prayer, except me and my wife. We went for a 1-day prayer. But the wedding I used to pray for, even if I'm sleeping, I pray in the spirit. But there were a lot of challenges, but I overcame them. In my wedding, I see the victory and the hand. I don't see the wedding. Even say, if we face challenges, what I come and ask my wife, look on this and this. If it were not prayer, it could have not happened.
Yeah.
So, what I can say, this wedding was good.
It was good.
It was good.
Yeah. Weddings are very challenging. And even on the issue of time, I think the most weddings I have attended, and I only attended weddings when I was a small girl. So I would always be the flower girl to do funny things in the wedding. Time was always the issue. I think it is something from way back that weddings would always... The wedding is supposed to start at 12. You guys will start at 4. It's when you're starting. So it is always a challenge in everything.
So the issue of the boys, even on her side, she had a challenge only that she cannot remember. Nobody was ready to stand in our line.
Yeah.
In fact, until she came to me, Joel, you see, I'm tired of these ladies. Can you pray for them? And when she came and asked me to pray for them, her side is now going well, my side is going bad. I went back to her. How can you ask me to pray for your side? Now you are going on well.
You are already in the fire, she's on the frying pan, and she's asking you for help.
Yes. So, in fact, after the prayer, the lady started cooperating. Very, very important. Until I was telling her, there were now many, but
they were excess.
They were excess until I was telling her, now you need to narrow this.
I think what I have gotten there is, you played your part as a priest, and she played her part as your, how can I say, the woman in the home. the way she came to you and said, pray for this, she like handed the matter over to you, and then you decided to take it as the priest of the home. You guys started practicing it even before you came together in one home, and that is so beautiful. That is so good. I want to know, when you are planning a wedding, is it the two of you that sit down and say you want to do a wedding on 20th of October, or you have to have someone to, or you go to church first and then the church settles with the date?
It depends with the tribes.
Or tribe? It's a culture thing.
It depends, because I hear like when we were planning, we were told we go back and plan with our parents.
Also, you are supposed to plan with your parents.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I think it depends with the tribe. So like Kamba, they had several chade. So then they put it in line, because you cannot say mine to be tomorrow and there is somebody whom they have to end for tomorrow, because like they're in groups. So us, in fact, I'm sorry to say this, most of the things I decided.
I know you.
But I included her.
But I'm not surprised. Are you surprised? Most of the things he just decides.
In fact, and when they tried to walk out of what I planned, they were feeling terrible. Even if whatever I planned with her on his part, and if she doesn't go with what
she will fail
terribly, and she comes back to that plan and it's success. So we talked, then we gave the church the date, because our wedding had a very difficult with the dates and time, because you had those postponement. When I was to go for introduction,
it was postponed.
It was postponed until again postponed, until I told person, no, now I'm not calling my in-laws. We had a fasting. Now the one which marked the last postponement, we had a fasting. And when we had a fasting, now the people we were to go with, now we are fasting, and it was 21 and we were on the 18th. We cannot break the fasting before finishing. We cannot go the other side without eating. Now what will we do? Now they said, okay, let's postpone it. Then I said, no, I'm not calling them. Here is the number, call them.
So when a person is planning a wedding, you first of all decide with your wife to be that we want a wedding, yes. And then you decide with your parents on the dates, and then you go to church and inform them.
That's how we did, but I would rather advise church should be giving these people the dates first, because our wedding faced a very challenge. If it were not prayer, because there are a lot of things of church is stopped through prayer.
Wow.
Because you see, let me talk like a pre-wedding. A pre-wedding, we have decided on a date. That date, church has an event. I had to go to prayer to stop that event of the church, and it stopped. It was postponed.
I have another question. When you are planning your wedding, who takes care of the budget? Is it supposed to be you or the committee? First of all, who decides on the budget? There's always this thing of, we have a budget of 100,000. Inatokanga wapi? Is it the two of you or from the committee?
Naturally, it is the two of us
who
gives
decides
the committee the picture. So it's the committee who are supposed now to come with the real picture now.
So you give them and then they edit.
Then they edit to come with the real picture. But I would suggest, if it is best, let the committee do it.
Do everything.
If it is best, because there are a lot of things you will say now, we want to our wedding simple. When you go to the committee, they do a very big thing, then they don't achieve it also. You see?
So can you do away with the committee?
You cannot do away with the committee, because you cannot walk alone. You must walk. That committee should, if they are giving mandate, less you to plan for us our wedding, the committee knows, because within there are people who have done our wedding. The committee knows these people will need a gown, these people will need this, these people will need this, these people will need this. You know, now that thing has come from them. But if you go with what has come from you, then again, let's say for example you go with a budget of 500,000, then you give them even 100, they will say you're joking.
But me, I'm thinking, if I want to do a wedding, si ninajua duka ya nguo. I know where to buy a shoe. I know I can go get 3 bags of rice or what, and I know where to go to Kichinji and find meat for pilau. I know the person I can tell bake me a cake, and I want to do a simple wedding, and I don't want anything extra. So after I settle with the church and just the church knows, okay, on 20th we are having a wedding, for example, can I just do it myself? Maybe if I have the money. Can I do away with the committee and just decide, okay, let's wait on the 20th, I will have everything in. You know, I will bring the food, I will bring what, as long as the church is okay with the date and everyone else, like the person officiating the wedding is there. Is it possible?
It is possible. But that's what we call a private wedding.
Exactly. That's what I want. My husband to be, if you're watching this, we are doing that.
But it is dangerous. Yes. Because next time you love something that needs people, they will tell you do it private.